as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
This will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Ball carried by number
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a
And down he goes. The 49ers get there.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
On third down, Miles. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 44-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They'll be looking to duplicate the efforts in drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in this 7-zip lead.
You know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll try the left side. Durant. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much, as he's down to the 48. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
3rd down and 2.
On 3rd down, Durant stays on his feet. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, 49ers. A great effort there. 48 yards. And the 49ers add on to their lead.
Well, earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They'll need to come from behind if they want to play in 2 weeks as they trail early in this NFC Championship game. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. They'll run on 1st down. Durant. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first. On 1st down, Durant. And he'll get this one down to about the 17.
Again, the ball carrier.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14. Oilers, nothing.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's heating up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
Noah Igbenogany on the tackle. A gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd and 7.
On 3rd down, Jackson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Noah Igbenogany. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He got out of the pocket there, was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling, his receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's going to have the first down past the 20. And he's out right at the 25. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. And the ball is knocked out. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And he will bring this one back. It's a fumble return for the 49er touchdown.
Touchdown.
This first half has been a nightmare for that offense. Defense just dominating them.
And when you're picking up the ball, picking up their mistakes, and taking it the other way and putting it in the end zone, that's a defense's dream. They're having that type of a game.
Everything that can go wrong has gone wrong for this offensive unit. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
First down and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear, and his first carry, he loses the football. But call it luck or skill, whatever the case is, they're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for.
And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line. It's a gain of 3.
They'll try and run for this with Moss. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. Moss. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it, pick up first downs.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 34-yard line.
To throw on 2nd down, Miles. And the Niners get there and bring him down.
Loss of 9 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Miles under pressure again, and down he goes again. Brian Burns providing a little deja vu, back-to-back sacks, and now they're staring at a 4th and long. And they'll send out their punter now, standing just outside his own goal line. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Fielded at the 20. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Niners will go on offense. 40-yard 1st and 10. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? A reminder. reminder, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report. In a bit, the coach is with us per usual as we start to look ahead, Charles, to our potential matchups in this year's Super Bowl.
Break it down, Coach. Break it down.
They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on second down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed, but all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
Jackson looking to throw on third. And that is incomplete.
Well, the first 2 drives yielded touchdowns, so there's no reason for them to feel like they have to pull back on the reins. They pushed it downfield, looking for another one right there. Didn't get it, but we know they're going to continue to be bold.
On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. Back deep to return is KJ Hamler. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback.
And 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to...
And it's a fumble. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. There he goes left side. And he will bring this one back. It's a fumble return for the 49er touchdown. This first half has been a nightmare for that offense. Defense just dominating them.
And when you're picking up the ball, picking up their mistakes, and taking it the other way and putting it in the end zone, that's a defense's dream. They're having that type of a game.
Everything that can go wrong has gone wrong for this offensive unit. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
KJ Hamler on the return. They'll take over 1st down and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
And in just about every game we see, partner, what do we do when we look at the stat sheet? We go right to
the turnover differential.
Without a doubt, because when we see that...
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38.
It's just been one mistake after another on the offensive side of the ball. That's now 3 interceptions to go along with 2 fumbles for them. And if you're going to turn the ball over 5 times in a game, your chances to win have to be about 100 to 1. And it's not looking good for them here.
After the interception, here's Jackson. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10.
That's good.
Now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
Watch the whip. He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half as his guys continue to pour it on. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And a rout is on here in this first half. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. They'll take over 1st down and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the...
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 46. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. That late in the clock, 2nd quarter, why not just run it a time or 2 and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying...
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Nick Needham picks it off. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
2nd and 4 at the 26-yard line.
Looking to throw on second down. Miles. And down he goes. The 49ers get there.
10-yard loss on the play.
So we've reached halftime here in the NFC Championship. As we send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers.
There's never a good place on the field to fumble the ball. Let's just call it as it is.
But definitely not in your own red zone.
In your own red zone, it's heightened, isn't it? Because you're almost automatically giving up a score and the momentum, and everything just changes for your team.
Yeah, so the kickoff fumble, now great field position. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
On the tackle.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
2nd and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Oh, and for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 11, and he'll bring it all the way back just a yard or 2 shy of midfield. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the illegal forward pass also costs him a down, and now it's 2nd and long. From the gun, Miles going for Metcalf on the deep. That's caught inside the 20. And he gets it down deep into San Francisco territory. 39 yards there, a big one. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. His throw caught at about the 5. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And that interception key as it leads to the touchdown. Now the Houston offense is going to stay out there as they'll try for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further.
Oilers 8.
I guess the last score wasn't enough for them. They want more. Here comes an onside kick. And the 49er hands team does its job. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
2nd and 1.
They'll keep it on the ground. Durant. He'll get the first down and more.
All you got to do is look and learn.
Touchdown, 49ers. A great effort there. Saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the 49ers continue to roll. And he's able to put it through.
Makes the score Niners 42, Oilers 8.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
On the return. They'll take over first down and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk.
And now here is another interception. He's picked off at his own 46. I think it's safe to say this is a game he's not going to forget anytime soon, Charles. 3 interceptions.
It's rare that we see 3 interceptions by one team, let alone by an individual. And I think that after the second one, he's probably telling his teammates, any ball that's in the air, it's going to be mine. And that turned out to be true.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson rolling to his right. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete. Cole Kmet, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 30-yard line.
And they give this time to the tailback. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did, to give into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. A 5-yard loss there is going to bring up 4th down.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. And down inside the 15 he goes. Facing a 4th down, they come away with 18 yards and the first down conversion.
Well, the field goal attempt was well in hand. They had that, but they decided to go for it anyway. Extreme confidence, it looks like.
Yeah, but I bet the defense is going to remember this one, right? They kind of rubbed their nose in it. They'll run on first down. Durant. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Makes the score Niners 49, Oilers 8.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
They'll take over first down and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action.
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you got a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Operating from the gun, Miles. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. DK Metcalf, 37 yards. And his guys are able to get a score back. On is Mason Crosby for the point after. So they get one score back, but still a long ways to go here in this third quarter. 1 quarter remains until the NFC crowns its champion. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 6. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And you can bet that they are starting to sense it now, that George Halas trophy. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And this will be scooped up by the defense. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. He has been a workhorse for them in this game, and ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
Yeah, and let's face it, when he's going to carry the ball that many times, he becomes more and more of a target for the defense, knowing that he's going to be the primary guy. They'll just send more and more players towards him, trying to make sure they knock the ball free.
The fumble on first down now. Here's second down. Now a handoff here to his running back. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
A gain of 2 on the play. Brings up 3rd and 4.
The Niners on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Now the rookie out of Wisconsin. This is Jonathan Taylor. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And that is very well done there, as this will be marked out of bounds at the 5-yard line.
At their own 5-yard
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
Ball carried by number 30.
It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
11-yard line. A 6-yard pickup.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Griffin, and he'll be taken down, losing yardage back at the 9-yard line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. 3rd, looking to throw. Miles. Oh, a strip. The ball comes out. And what else could go wrong at this point? This is going to be a defensive touchdown as they keep piling it on. So a great play there by the defense. If these guys are going to advance, and it looks like they will, this defense a big reason why.
And they love carrying the mantle for this team, don't they? You see the way that they move around out there? They want to lead this team deeper into the playoffs and hopefully onto the Super Bowl.
And that return for a touchdown certainly helps that cause. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And their dream of a Super Bowl berth so close 3 quarters ago, but obviously starting to slip away. He's got a man, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
A gain of
33 yards that time.
First down, Oilers.
Back to throw. Miles. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
And it's 3rd down. 3rd and long.
So it's our visitors with a football as we get you reset. They face a third down now as they try to find a late score. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I usually hesitate when I say a guy's got world-class speed, but this guy might. So let's fire the starter's pistol. Let's go. If you've got him, you've got to try and use him. A lot of anticipation with the ball in the air, but no, incomplete.
And this will do the job nicely as that'll be out of bounds just inside the 10-yard line. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. And he lost the football. And I think they are going to get this one back. Boy, that would have been something. Double turnovers. But instead, they'll keep the possession on the INT. Throwing on first down. Miles. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And, it'll be intercepted. And I do believe this is going to wind up a safety. It is. It's a safety. How about that for a wacky play? Wow, what a disaster. You talk about a guy making a good play on the interception and then just trying to be too cute on the return.
It almost felt like his own gyroscope really got out of whack, didn't it? Going backwards into your own...
Now, a loose football. The ball comes out. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And that should just about do it. They return it to the end zone, sealing it with a defensive touchdown. Well, something about this team, you just felt like they were one of destiny all season long, and they made themselves today, as you can see, the class of the NFC.
Yeah, and it's starting to look more and more like a Super Bowl trip is very much in their future.
And the fans starting to book those tickets. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Their backs really against the wall now. And we knew how tough it would be for them. You're coming on the road, NFC title game, crazy environment, and certainly just not looking good here in the fourth. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Griffin. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Taken down.
He's already fumbled once in this game, and I thought the ball started to jostle there a little bit, but they got to him quickly at the line of scrimmage.
It sure did, and remember, if you're not a very...
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off around the 37. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And then when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers.
Don't worry about it.
And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome. Put a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
69.
Charles, let's focus for a second on the losing side. In a couple months, they may look back and say, wow, it was a great season. But right now, I guarantee they're feeling no sugarcoating on this one.
And you can already see the T-shirts at training camp next year, can't you? Unfinished business. Because they've got to find a way to motivate these guys to go through all the same pain, right? All the same tough stuff, and find their way back and give themselves a chance to win this game again next year.
And that does it for the conference championship. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And for our entire crew, we'll see you 2 weeks at the Super Bowl. This is the NFL on EA Sports.